They want us to think that we're an insignificant speck of dust, but let me tell you, we are so much more than dust in the wind.
At least 4 billion useless eaters will be eliminated by the year 2050.
I'm still waiting for somebody to show me gas pressure without a container.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim they worship.
None of the math adds up.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
This is exactly why grounding is so important.
We see too far.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down.
Welcome to the Phone Booth Podcast. Please keep your arms and legs inside the phone booth at all times. We are not responsible for any lost or stolen souls, destroyed realities, or blown minds. I am Ted Theodore Logan, here with Bill, Rufus, and Death. What is going on, dudes?
What up,
Howdy.
What up?
What's up?
So it is
What up?
the end of the year, you guys. This episode will come out on Christmas, and then Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas if you're listening. Yeah. Tell your uncle that's drunk across the room to stop staring at the younger girls that he doesn't know. Tell him.
He's related to.
The creepy
Yeah.
uncle. But anyway, so then the next episode will be coming out on the first of the year. So technically this is the last one we will be putting out for the year. So we thought it would be super cool and like Hollywood-like to like recap some shit we did for the year. Or I did. You guys down to do that?
That's
sounds
fine. That
Sounds like a good idea.
I would love nothing more than to do that.
Nice.
Sounded real enthusiastic, bro.
That's a really great fucking idea, man.
I know. Wow.
Yeah, let's look at ourselves again.
Yeah.
Listen to ourselves.
Yes.
That's fun.
Woo.
Always my favorite thing to do.
I know.
Well, I think we've grown, man. We've matured quite a bit. We started off a little rough in the cut, right? You know.
Yeah.
did.
But, yeah, I think it all came together nicely. We've really honed our craft quite a bit. We still have a lot to learn, but we've made some great strides, I believe.
I mean, I planned to bring this up earlier, but since you were just talking about great strides and such, I guess maybe this is gonna pop up on the screen.
Oh man,
What? What's up?
I don't know. You know me and my intuition. I have a feeling.
No, I wanted to share something. Let me see. I'm gonna have to pause it.
Yes.
So this is from our very first episode, and my original intention was to just play a clip to show you guys how bad we sounded on the first one because of our mics. Not us. Actually, it was a great conversation when I listened back, but the microphones, like, it was bad, especially mine. It was mostly me, but like the sound quality was bad. I thought that I don't think we've ever said this on an episode before, but like I thought that when I muted on my microphone that it was gonna mute, and it didn't. So there's times when I'm like coughing and my chair's creaking and all this shit. But so I was gonna go find a part that was horrible, which was with me coughing and my chair creaking and all that, and talk shit on myself. But when I was listening, I was like, damn, this is pretty fucking cool, because I heard a moment where we were talking about how Death got to Flat Earth. And he brought up Caleb. So let's,
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I believe it was Caleb. I hope it was. If not, all right.
The bit is screwed.
I know. Let's roll it. Let's see. See, Rufus
Yes.
said Caleb.
That
You said
guy.
yes. That
He
guy.
sent me one of his videos.
He
and
did
I
he
was
did a phenomenal job, dude. I would give props out to that guy because I feel like he woke a lot of people up, man.
Yeah.
well,
Plus,
yeah, he definitely started me on the journey to look into it for sure because I was like, this guy's fucking serious, man.
Yeah.
You know?
He's into it, for sure.
Yeah, serious, and he does not give a damn.
You see?
Wow.
You see?
Yep.
So you
And
got
that was-
that, and then our episode right before the one that's coming out tomorrow. So 2 episodes before this one, we interviewed Caleb. So
That's pretty wild.
the dude who first fucking you saw a video from, who made you look into it, you got to talk to.
Yeah, he was the one who got me back into it after being like really not looking at it for a while because I looked at it in 2015 and I was pretty much sold then, but a bunch of stuff in life happened and then I kind of just moved on with my life. But then once I started seeing stuff on other social media platforms pointing back at it, I was like, I think this is really important and I need to look at this more.
Dude, I
And that's
have
what-
the fucking clip where you said it. don't try to backpedal now. I'm just
Dude,
kidding.
that was cool. Regardless, man.
The
You know,
first
we
guy
were
who got-
talking
the
about.
first
Was
guy
that
who
on the
got-
first episode?
Yeah, that was the very first episode.
Cool, man. We sounded like such amateurs.
I hadn't
I
even
still do.
I
Awesome.
didn't even remember it. I had no clue that he mentioned Caleb, that anybody did in the first episode, because we were just talking. I mean, we talked about Math Powers after that too, and all this shit. But like, I didn't remember that at all. So, and it was.
Yeah.
I did not either. Actually.
It's only been what 18 weeks, because 17
Mhm.
weeks, 17 weeks, because that was episode 17, and we've done one every week. So 17 weeks, and I didn't
Damn.
remember a damn thing anybody said.
Oh,
So,
That's crazy.
wild, dude. Going back to that, man.
So yeah, I don't know. So I have some other shit I wanted to share. I plan to do that one later, but since you brought up,
No, that was cool, man. That was really neat.
I know it's like a full, and I will just say it now. We're having Vince on our next episode, which is the first of the year, which Vince is the first person who had us ever on a podcast. The very first podcast Bill and I ever went on was on Vince's. So for the first of the year, there's going to be a lot of changes, and one of them is, so we're starting over from the beginning, and we're having the first dude on who we had on to show our respect back to him. And I have a lot of stuff to talk to him about, but there's specific things about this podcast that a lot of people don't know. I don't even know if ever all of you know that this wouldn't even be happening if it wasn't for him. So that'll
That's
be
true.
very cool to
Very-
get into.
Very true.
And I didn't even know
Right.
him, so that'll be awesome to get into.
Very
so
cool.
let me see.
Mhm. I can't wait to catch up with him. He's a cool
I know, it's
guy.
Oh,
coming
he's
full
so
circle.
awesome. And you know what's crazy is I don't know how long it's been now, because it's, I mean, a few months later, and I don't remember the exact thing. But this dude's hosting a full podcast in English. He's interviewed Dave Weiss. He had me and Bill on, all this shit. And he's only been speaking English for like 2 or 3 years.
What?
Whoa,
Yeah,
dude, that's
English is
crazy.
not his first language. He had just recently learned it in order to start streaming his thing, because he's a music composer, but we'll get into all
Yes.
that later. But he learned English because of that, and it's only been a few years. I mean, maybe I'm off on 2 or 3, but it's definitely been less than 10 for sure. I'm
And he
absolutely.
speaks
I mean, less
excellent
than
English.
5, I'm positive on. So I know, and he could correct me on some shit.
I'm
so,
telling you.
I know. So I mean, that dude's brain. Like, I watched some of the videos he composed, and again, we'll get into all that with him. I don't want to go blow up too much of it, but
Yeah.
like, dude, he's a composer. He's not a musician. He is a composer. It's
Yeah,
it's
his
crazy.
brain works different than everyone
Oh
else's.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he does videos where he reacts to other music, and that's actually how I met him. Was I sent him a video to react to. I mean, I met him on Twitter about Flat Earth, but like how we got on the show was I sent him. I was like, "Oh, you do that? I'm gonna send you some shit." Blah blah blah. And he did a video, and then we talked. But we'll get into that more later. But so
You got
I have
another clip?
I have quite a few more actually. Well, like
Oh.
Keep
three,
them coming, baby.
3 or 4 more. So let's see which one is next.
The year in
So-
review.
I guess we should start early. with our first episode, episode number 2, but our first episode where we had a guest, which was Robert Treat. So I just picked a little piece from what he said, and honestly, I went through it and I was like, there's like 20 pieces I could pick. But
Dude.
then I remember there was a piece that we posted where he just dropped like, "Oh, when I worked for the Illuminati," or whatever the hell he said. I don't even remember. I was like,
the Cabal.
The Cabal, yeah.
Yeah.
When I worked for the
Yeah.
Cabal, I was like, wait, you just fucking
Wait,
went
what?
past,
Dude,
like,
I don't think
nothing.
any of us were ready for that interview.
No,
I don't
I
think
wasn't.
For
For
our
our
second
first
time,
interview,
like,
man, now that I go back, I had like so many more questions I wanted to ask, but
Yeah.
maybe we'll have him on again.
It was
sometime.
crazy.
yeah.
But so here's the pick, the clip that I picked from him. Let's see.
And that's the thing with the the alien phenomenon, UFO phenomenon, ghosts, werewolves, all of it's connected.
Man just said werewolves.
And as I got older, spent more time with them, and that
He looks like
their
he's
communication is
broadcasting from a
telepathic. They're
UFO
nonverbal.
station.
It does.
It's not that they're not capable of being verbal. They are capable of being verbal. But if they were to speak to you, you wouldn't understand it anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So their telepathic communication is the only way to connect and communicate with us. And what I would experience in that communication was like, almost like a pressure in my head. And then I would see a symbol or a series of symbols. Then I would see an image of what they were trying to convey, and then I would hear the translation in my own head. Right.
Whoa.
So say, they're trying to say hamburger, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'd see whatever their symbol or series of symbols is for hamburger. Then you would see a picture of a hamburger, and then you would hear hamburger in your own head.
Wow. So it was like a step process, like it went through it.
Yeah, but it all happens like in an instant.
Yeah.
But your ability to understand what they're saying is directly connected to your knowledge base and your vocabulary. If you don't have the knowledge, the experience of the vocabulary to decode what they're trying to communicate, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
It's just noise.
So as a child, you're just not understanding exactly what they mean.
Right. You're missing a whole lot. But once that communication takes place, it's like permanently in your head. So as you grow and you acquire more information, more vocabulary, more knowledge, it's like those doorways open up. So the communication you may have got 10 years earlier, 20 years earlier, or more, right, will just suddenly just pop open and decode. Right? It's like once it's in there, it's always in there.
Jeez,
Damn.
Dude, what an awesome episode, man. Man, I don't think any of us were ready for that.
No. I still wasn't even ready for that clip.
No.
I know. Like we're still
again.
Dude, when I went back to listen to some to prepare for this, I was like, damn, like for all the assholes, I'm not talking about us. And for those who know or who don't know, Flat Earth is my thing. That's what I know the most about. I feel like that's what most of us know the most about. Bill knows some good shit about some other stuff, and everybody does, but I want to talk about so much more than Flat Earth. I get bored talking about Flat Earth because it's either you're talking to someone who already knows or you're talking to someone who's just not going to listen. So,
Right.
I like talking about other things. So when I went back and listened, again, I'm not talking about our performance. We suck. We don't know what we're doing. We just fucking wanted to talk to some people. But some of the people we've had on, I've been like, damn, dude, these people killed it. Like, they
extremely intelligent.
They rocked it.
Yes.
Yep.
So
wise.
Yeah, I know. I'm humbled. I'm humbled at the people we've gotten to talk to, literally, and the people we're gonna talk to. I don't want to mention anybody's names yet and stuff because for anybody who's ever tried to do anything like this, it's very hard to lock people down. It's very hard, and no disrespect to any of them because it's hard to lock us down for anything too if someone tried, especially because there's 4 of us. People have lives. No one's doing this professionally. This is like, hey, buddy, you want to go play basketball? Like, okay, we got to
Right.
schedule it. Like, it's not that easy to just do, and we do it every week. And so I'm not saying it's any of their faults. I'm just saying it's very hard to get shit lined up. So we try to do our best to do something every week, even if it's just us. And
making fun of each other.
I love
which is
when
awesome.
it's just us, but I also love talking to people, and we've gotten to talk to some really cool people. So, Bill, did you have? I know I have a couple more, but I know you had something too. So let's look at what you got.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see here.
Oh my God. Don't act like you weren't prepared.
Yeah, dude, and we all shoot the shit with each other all the time, and we've gotten to know each other really well, and it's just awesome to meet all these new people and learn, man. It's been a journey.
That's
like,
what I
took
want.
this
I want to
on,
learn.
man. This is like a freaking unpaid internship for me, man, because I'm getting so many experiences that I never would have had. Learning to public speak, like public speaking, just kind of something that I'm not really all that good at, and
dude, I was
not excited about doing
in school about doing any kind of presentation. I would be the dude who would I'd do all the hard work. I'll be like, look, I'll build the thing, I'll do the research, I'll look it all up, but you got to talk when we present it. I couldn't do it, man. And but I was also the one who, while they were talking, was like, man, you should have fucking said this. What's wrong with you? You should have said this. So this is the first time in my life. And I've been in bands, Bill's been in bands where you get to perform in front of thousands of people, but speaking where 100 people are listening to your voice and your words is way more intimidating than playing a guitar in front of 10,000 people. I'm just going to say.
It's all on you. Everything's on you.
Yes. Every 1 second pause feels like a minute.
I know. And
everyone's eyes are burning through you.
Especially with our style, there's people looking to tear apart every word we say. I did a post the other day. I'm just going to address it. And I was just being an asshole back and forth with somebody. And sometimes I forget that the internet's forever. Once you say something, people can screenshot that. And they're not going to screenshot the context. They're going to screenshot what you said.
Yep.
And highlight it.
And and it was one of the videos about the hole in the ISS. And I was like, the vacuum would make it collapse, blah, blah, blah. Because the other person was saying that it would explode. And I was like, no, it wouldn't explode. It would be more of a collapse. I know it wouldn't collapse. The pressure would equalize. I get that. I know that. But when you're fucking rapid firing back and forth to 50 to 100 globies literally in our thread, it's hard not to just fucking and not think before you do it. So then today, someone literally screenshotted that shit and goes, tell me you don't know about physics without telling me you don't know about physics. I'm like, oh, man. All right. You got me.
You have to slow-mo that chalk mark. It's like,
I know.
1.
It's like, all right, yeah.
10,000 of mine.
Yeah, you see how that one you made is straight? So's the fucking horizon, all right? I still win. All right, anyway, I see Bill's video over here. Let's see. I don't even know what this is, so we're just going to play it.
So, this sucks so bad, dude. I'm sorry. And it's so good, too. And I wanted to get you into it, too. There's a part right before this part, but it was so long. It was already a long clip. I was like, fuck. But when you were going off on Peter, and you had some drinks in you, you were fucking yelling at him. Dude, I was dying. Everybody was getting on Peter that night. But this is the only one that we didn't use clips from. The part due?
Yeah.
We didn't clip from it. I don't know why, but it had such good ones towards the end, dude. There's so good ones, with Eric Faceplant and stuff like that, and we're just everybody's already lit and just fucking going at him.
Yeah, I called him a whiny bitch.
Yeah.
Are you gonna send it to me?
I'm working on it.
No, you weren't. You were fucking horse playing, bro.
I'll be right back.
Oh, dude.
So how could I do this? Because it says it's too long. I can't send it
for
to you.
How long
fuck's
is
sake.
it? I'm
All right,
just kidding.
somebody else present, I
I
guess.
got
and,
something.
yeah, Jeff,
I
you go
got
ahead.
I
dude.
got 2 more also. I have Dave Weiss and all right. I got David Weiss and Sacred. Is anybody here? Are y'all
What?
here? Anybody listening?
I'm here.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
So, Death, you have one there? So, oh, you got the Sacred one too? All right, I'll do my Sacred one after the other one then. Rufus, did you grab any?
Any clips?
Yeah.
I'll send
I
them to
can't
you.
believe I screwed it
Can't
all
you
up,
say?
guys.
Oh, they're on
Sorry.
your phone?
That's weird.
I think you're
I-
lying.
I read it out to them
I'm
when you were
just-
saying I was
I'm
goofing
just
around.
Kidding, dude. Damn.
I-
So Death, you have a video too. So I guess let's bring yours up.
Stunning. And that's, when we talk to some of the people that have credentials in the space, like they get a little offended when we talk about this. But I'm like, bro, like the physics literally has not gone anywhere. Like,
Nope.
imagine if we were looking at the science in a different way, where the technology could be, even with all the things that we have developed in 2023, all the technology that we have, we're starting to even have, virtual reality and augmented reality. But imagine if we looked at the science in a different technical aspect, we probably would have a light years, pun intended, ahead of time when it comes to technology. Like we're probably literally stunted as a people because of this.
Because of the limitations that were set on us, right? Basically, is what you're
Correct.
saying. Yeah.
Right? And that technology is all it is like toys and stuff that are distracting. Super distracting.
That's the
Right.
thing, man. Yeah, they took the technology and that we could have had, and instead of using it for good, they decided to use it for entertainment instead and distract everyone.
Proud has this like really dope analogy where it's like kids in a playpen, where it's just like, okay, maybe you might be trying to protect us from something, but you're still not giving us the truth, and you're putting us in like this mental pin for whatever reason. Now your intent will determine how we feel about it, but still something's being deceived.
It's funny because I've thought about that before. Like, because I always try to play both sides and shit, like give people the benefit of the doubt, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
But so I try to tell myself maybe we have it wrong, and maybe they're spraying the sky because something is happening that could hurt us, or maybe they're doing this for reasons that are good for us and they don't want to tell us because people will freak the fuck out if they know the truth and all that. But then I hear them talk. And when I hear them talk and then Bill Gates' dad is like the founder or a high member of eugenics and all that stuff, like I constantly try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe they don't want people going to Antarctica because there are other lands out there and there's giants or other beings that want to hurt us, and they don't want us going out there because if they see a human, they have some kind of treaty. Maybe the Antarctic Treaty is really something else, and that's just what they tell us. And who knows? I give in and run with these thoughts all the time to check myself, but it always comes back to no. They're just assholes that want to kill us because
they have to.
Yeah.
It's what they're told to do. It's what they've trained themselves to do. This is in their manifesto. This is what they've been planning this for a very long time.
Yeah.
And everything could be so much better if we just pointed all the energy at like not trying to distract people and not make people hurt themselves. Like use the information to help people as opposed to like stick a distraction in their face and then keep them bound up in that for their whole life.
Yeah. They're never going to do that. And so I don't have a clip for something, but because it was just, there was too much. But can we just talk about Matt Rife for a second? Like,
oh yeah,
that
So
was
good.
just insane talking to him. It was freaking awesome. And did you see he's gonna write that book? That's gonna be cool as hell.
Mm-hmm.
What was that about again?
He's gonna go over basically everything about frequencies. He's gonna write a book on all of it. I was like, can I get the pre-order, please? That was He's awesome. That was an amazing.
Yeah, we're super
episode.
lucky with a guy of that stature to give us 2 hours of his time to just hang out.
And then
with all the
also
shit
say
that he's got going on.
Also say it was his favorite podcast he's ever been on. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Raven, sorry, Top and Raven.
Ted, he didn't say that, Ted.
What? Yes, he did.
He did. I was trying to, did you check your email, by the way? I sent you a clip to the phone booth.
What the hell is an email?
I've
Oh wait, you're right. I got it. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. But can I save it? Oh, I opened it on my phone.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What? Do you have something else, Death?
No.
He's just saying, here we go, because he knows I'm locked and loaded. He knows I got some fire content right now.
I would like to say that this shit's gonna be all messed up, but whatever.
So good.
Whatever, dude. I openly admit I'm a fucking amateur, all right? I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, me too.
What do we do that isn't messed up? Come on.
All right, share screen. I hope I don't share my whole screen, but at least my name's not on my screen like fucking Bill's was. All right. You guys ready? I think it's just going to start playing.
Play it up.
Oh, my God. I use the F-bomb a lot. So you guys can see that?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if you can hear it. You ready?
No! Oh, my gosh.
Oh, you got to download it. All right, so play Rufus's while this is downloading then.
All right, hold on. Well, Rufus is...
These are some golden moments, by the way. This is exactly,
all right, hold on.
These are exactly the clips I was looking for. We're doing it live.
I mean,
you did say something about dead air, Bill.
It's almost we don't know what we're doing, you know? like we can make some silly mistake one day and accidentally do something we don't want to do.
Yes.
Dude, everybody picked the sacred episode. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Flanniversary that we had.
That's crazy. It's cool that you guys don't have to take bathroom breaks because you're not human beings. So you have that up on us for sure.
Yeah, self-cycling filtration. Yes, self-cycling.
Dude, maybe the astronauts are cyborgs too, and that's why they don't have to take a dump on the way back from the moon.
Must be.
You're onto something.
It's quality content. It's gotta be it.
Don't they have to drink their own urine?
Yep.
Oh my God, I saw that video.
Oh, like Waterworld?
Yeah, exactly.
Waterworld.
There's an old I think it's Dana Carvey clip or something from when I was a kid. Like, you don't pee into a Mr. Coffee and get out Taster's Choice. Like, they're
hell no.
Exactly. I'm like, oh.
Dude, Manny Pacquiao swears by it.
I know.
There are people out there.
There is what's his name? Allegedly Dave. He swears by it too. Drinking your own urine.
Hey, I did hear about urine therapy.
Yeah,
I heard there is some type of health benefit. So I'm just gonna say you gotta look into it.
I can't shoot it down. That's all I'm saying.
At what point are we getting it out of hand?
Dude, I'm just thankful that my wife has a sane side to her brain, because I brought it up to her one time and she was like, "Oh hell no, no, you're not doing it. I'm not. None of us are doing that."
That's too woke. Too woke.
Yeah,
too woke.
A little bit.
So that was good.
Oh, those are always my favorite moments. When we have like the best guests on and we just take the time to talk about drink and piss.
I know. You gotta, you really gotta do it right.
Dude, I love you mentioned Dana Carvey in that clip, and then like shortly after that, the rumors start flowing out that he is like one of the actors for Joe Biden.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you see that?
I did.
Oh, dude, the eyes. Come on, guys.
Dude, I swore that thing had to have been like AI overlay or something.
Right,
like
because of how dead on it was.
Matches up
Yeah.
so.
All right, fine.
Oh wait, I probably downloaded it. Hold up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's downloaded,
I don't know. This episode's gonna be so bad because I see shit overlaying the screen I'm recording.
All right, play one of your clips, dude. Just skip it.
No, keep going. I love hearing you guys talk about absolute nonsense.
Play a clip. Play a clip, for God's sake.
So then we say, "Where's Kiribati?" And we look. Kiribati is out here in the middle of nowhere. It's a tiny little sandbar, right? And I've got a pin on it, so we'll zoom in. And I encourage people, go on Google Earth and zoom in on the deep Southern Ocean, and you'll find crazy shit on these islands, like crazy stuff. Like why are all the trees lined up like that? And look at these houses and like these tiny little specks. Like who's there?
Yeah, who's out there?
Do they have Amazon Prime? Like what?
Why does the island look like a schlong?
And then when we look at Kiribati, you saw this has Captain Cook Hotel is on Kiribati. Interesting.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay. Like two. Right. And then when we looked at the ship tracking on Kiribati, there was like 15 ships there, and we were like, all right, where's this one going? Where's this one going? Again, all of them, very little information. Destination unknown or destination Christmas Island.
Christmas Island.
It's a fairy tale.
Maybe that's how they get the kids on the boat, you know?
Oh,
Christmas Island. You know?
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, Christmas Island.
That's
so
crazy.
what's going on there? Why do they have a giant pier on this little sandbar? Right? What's going on there? And then they don't want people going to Kiribati. So there's all these articles about nuke testing. They blew up 50 nukes there in the 50s.
Yeah. Nukes.
They don't want to get nuked.
That's another funny one.
So let me ask you a question. Oh, and the one guy, one of this article, one of the guys that said he was there during the nuke testing goes, when it went off, because I put my hands over my face and I could see the bones in my hands.
Oh my gosh.
Globies see bones in their hands all the time.
They just eat that. Yeah, they do. They just eat that
They
shit.
see
I'm like,
whatever
oh my
they want.
Gosh. Can you imagine? Bryce, can you imagine that?
Bryce.
In his hand.
Tanner, did you see that, dude?
Oh Lord. It's messed up, man.
Names.
Oh god. So yeah, I don't even know.
How awesome is that? Death was like, I remember we were talking about like questions we wanted to ask Dave Weiss, and he's like, I want to bring up Kiribati. No one brings it up, and he just brought it up on his own. He started going, and I was like, yes, and he went like,
I was really happy about that.
I know he went on like a tangent. He went deep on it. And I was like, nice,
nice,
good stuff.
Well,
I'll give you the. I could give you the timestamp of it if you just want to pull the link up and play it.
Oh my shits. So what you want to do, because you couldn't do it right, is put more work on me.
No.
I mean, if that's what I need to do, just tell me that's what I need to do.
No, it's fine. I'll pull it up real quick.
Dude, I'm kidding. How are you?
No. Play another link. No. Seriously, play it somebody else's link or another clip. And while you're playing that clip, I'll pull up my.
Okay.
Link.
But we still might not be able to hear it. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well, I'll test it out then. But you just go play another one.
All right, ready?
But yeah, man, I was listening to one of the podcasts that you guys had earlier, and it's kind of the same thing. I think Ted has said, like, sometimes, when you're having these conversations and you find one person that has an aha moment, then it just be like everything that you did up until that point kind of just was working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even if it's just one person that has an aha moment. So,
Right.
I always like to, because we always talk about this. Nobody woke up and became a flat earther. Nobody really wanted to become a flat earther, or a globe skeptic or science critic, whatever label you want to put on it. But, we were all taught to believe the same things. So, that's difficult to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And, I just wanted to make sure that we created a platform where people can actually come talk about this.
So yeah, that's what Sacred's all about, just creating something where other people can come and listen and talk and speak with way better than I would be able to do or we would be able to do.
These guys rag on him so hard, these Globies, and you know what I mean? Like, they give him such a hard time. He's such a cool dude, and he's so forgiving. Like, I don't know how many times he's given Peter.
Oh, dude, he's a saint.
Lobinski, like, dude. Like, it's hard enough for not to just kick people 5 minutes after they open their mouth. Like,
Because they're
and he's
always
just totally-
rude. They're
I know.
always rude.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No.
Dude, I think he's starting to get at wit's end a little bit. You know, I can see him starting to get a little bit more frustrated with these guys who come in with the same talk. I mean, it's just the same talking point every single time.
Well, if it's different people making the same talking point, like I got to check myself sometimes because someone will be like, they'll say something and I'll be like, my instant reaction is to assume they're a troll and come at them like they are. And some people aren't, and I made mistakes in the past, but I'm more careful about it. But also today, I was careful about it and was nice to the person, and then they clearly turned out to be a troll. They just knew how to word it to lure me in. But when it's the same assholes making the same comments every time, not proving any of it, just reciting the same crap, I don't know how he doesn't lose his crap. And I think he's starting to realize that people like Peter aren't there being genuine. They're not at all. They're there intentionally to disrupt, intentionally to take up our time, and to bring up shit and fabricate shit, which Robot Polisher has proven, in order to waste our time chasing something that isn't true.
Like gravity.
Oh man, and that's I can segue right off of that, because when we had the free for all part due, and it was towards the end of that when Sacred was still on there, and we had Globinski pop in, he's talking about that exact same thing that you just discussed.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
I did not know that.
In
so
this
let's
clip,
hope it works.
Let's see.
Ready?
Right, let's try to see if we get this thing rolling. You got me, Gup?
Yep. Let's see.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
Because it also tries to fall on the ground.
Yeah, so if I put helium in a shoebox at ground level where gravity or the downward force is stronger, why can it raise up there? But in the sky where gravity is or the downward force is weaker, why does gravity or the downward force then hold it in against the vacuum or negative pressure of space?
Oh, yeah. If you put helium, let's say, in an empty box, there will be a pressure gradient in that box exactly the same way for the same reason.
No, there won't be a pressure gradient in that box, because if you put helium
Would you like a citation?
if you put helium in a box, it's going to immediately escape. I'm talking about a shoebox, which I said.
Oh, okay. Well, shoebox, yeah. No,
Okay. So why doesn't
particles...
the gravity and or downward vector hold it to the ground where gravity and or the downward vector is stronger?
It does. The
No, it
downward
does
vector
not. If you
acts
put
on it,
helium
yeah.
in a shoebox, it's going to stay in it.
Is there air in the shoebox?
There's helium in the shoebox, and it's sitting in a room.
And nothing else? Just pure helium in a sealed shoebox? Like, what is the shoebox?
I didn't say sealed. I
Sealed.
said a shoebox.
Bro, this
I don't
dude
care
is
if it's sealed
red
or not.
herring.
Oh, then
everywhere.
the air is going to replace the helium.
Okay, and where's the
Push
helium
it
going to
down.
go? It's going to go upwards, right?
Yeah, but not all the way.
Okay, so it's going to go
stop at one point.
upwards away from the ground where your gravity is strongest, but you claim that at the highest lengths of the atmosphere that the gravity is holding on to this helium, therefore it does not escape into the lower pressure. How do you reconcile that?
Very easily, using your favorite force called buoyancy.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't work.
Makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, buoyancy is defined as a force generated by an opposing
I'm an
force, and
asshole.
then a difference in density between the two
better.
medium. That's what causes the pushing in the opposite direction.
Pushing? What is that?
Yeah, force in your language.
Force.
You said it
Bro.
pushes it up,
Listen,
right?
man,
So
you're not
I'm
fucking
using
making
your
any
verb.
sense at all. You're arguing against what you're saying. You're telling me
Do you believe in buoyancy?
don't try to play. You think everybody's stupid and you're so smart. You're not gonna play that fucking game with me.
Yeah, we believe
I
in
just said, do you
equilibrium.
believe in it? Not
We
if
believe
you
in
know about it.
equilibrium and pressure mediation.
I'm asking you a question. You're telling me that our atmosphere, which is made up of many gases, is held to the earth by a downward force and or gravity. You agree that gravity and or this downward force would be strongest at ground level, but you're telling me somehow at ground level it escapes it then, but then it goes high up and says, oh shit, gravity's got me, I better stop. This is what you're saying.
No, it doesn't. It can do both. It can be
really?
affected by
It
the
can.
vector.
You didn't
Yeah.
know gravity could do everything, Ted. You didn't know that? Gravity does
It
everything.
can
That's
bend
that
like a
magic
round wall.
G
Okay,
word.
Peter.
Shows you that it doesn't.
Peter, it's been awesome. I think we're done
It's been
with
a
you.
pleasure, Ted.
Yeah.
Well, it's your call, right?
No, it is my call. You're right. So bye. And we're gonna
Yeah,
take a lot of
bye-bye.
fun clips from this. Quit stealing
With the
Flat Earth
cowboy.
Fridays
All right,
hashtag.
Nice
Yeah.
getting to finally
So
talk to you.
basically, just like you
Good.
said, Peter, it's all about space management. And I didn't get as much complaints this past Friday, even though we started kind of late while you were not attending. So we definitely
done.
got more positive reviews without you being on the mic. So I'm just letting you know from here on out, you continue to mock what we do as we put an honest effort forward. You will continue to be in timeout. So feel free to use whatever you want to use for your own personal image or whatever the case is. But all truthers could see through your deception, your weird behavior, and we won't tolerate it over here. So every time you mock us, that'll be another week away from Flat Earth Friday.
Okay.
So hope you enjoy.
Thanks, Sacred.
And
And,
I'm gonna tell the truth
can I
because
just-
Sacred is being nice. Every single person has asked Sacred to not let you speak anymore. And Sacred and Proud are the only ones continuing to let you speak because we all know, and he knows too, he's not dumb. Don't think he doesn't know. We all know you're there to waste time and deflect and take up our time from talking about anything else. We've been through this. Sacred's the only one still allowing you to talk, and you still
Lays it
disrespect
down.
him constantly, and that's fucked up.
Something for me to think about. Hey, Sacred, it's all good.
best
All is
part.
fair in love and meme wars, okay?
Ain't no love, bro. I don't love no haters. Sorry.
And meme wars. So
What's up, Jason?
Oh, that was good. There you go.
Whew.
Yeah. I know it was kind of long, but man,
No, it was worth it. You know what? Honestly, that made me want to debate more people because they don't have answers, man.
Nope.
And like something Bill said, I don't even remember when we were talking about it or who we were talking to. Okay, Caleb, I guess. When you were like, you already know it's bullshit. You just need to figure out how.
Yeah.
When you said that, I was like, that's it, dude. You're right. I know whatever they're saying to me isn't true. I know that. So all I have to do is either make them prove how it is true, which they can't, or tell them how it isn't true, which I can't on everything, but on the other things, just ask them to prove it. So I'm good. Let's do this.
So true.
And Sacred since then has still let Peter come into the spaces also. Just another thing to give props to Sacred for, because he still lets that dude come in and talk.
I know he does.
Oh, he let him come in the other night. I don't know if you saw it when Whitfield was in there, and
He got shredded up by
dude,
Whit.
he did get shredded up.
Did he?
Yeah,
That's kind of what I was referencing when I was talking about him kind of losing patience with these guys. But maybe it's just
Right.
Peter.
It could very well be.
It could just be Peter.
It could be. Because he's so disingenuous and he's trying to ride on Sacred's coattails, use his hashtag to get people to his little group to get his views. And all they do, it's like oh, God. I think I said to my wife the other day, it's like the circle jerk in the dorms at the Special Olympics. Like this is the first time these dudes have found other idiots like themselves, and they're all like, "Yeah, let's do this," and they like it's just bad, man. It's so bad, but at the same time, I wasn't convinced at first when Bill said it, and I should listen to him. But in review, I think Peter might be a fucking globe or a flat earther, dude.
Flat Earth, yes.
Because
It really does seem
he's
that way.
like begging Mike to clip this shit.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Begging
Flat
Robot
out.
Polisher to clip it, intentionally recording them. For what reason? It's either he's so vain that he has to record it because he wants people to hear it after, which is entirely possible. Or he's a flat earther. because
and he's a genius.
Dude, I know.
Oh,
Dude,
no,
if he is, I'm
the best to ever do it. The best to ever do
I'm
it.
gonna get.
If he is, he might be like in control of the Illuminati or something like that.
I know.
That kind of plan.
Yeah,
Like this motherfucker knows how to plan.
he's the leader of the
know.
Penguins.
Dude, it's so
Penguins.
It's so good. Oh God.
What if he was the guy who came up like, what if we make all the math add up to 666?
He's
Don't
not
tell
old
anyone
enough unless
until
he's
they figure it out.
unless he's a Nephilim, which
Exactly. Only a Nephilim would have that kind of ability.
I really want to get someone on to talk. Well, I mean, y'all know who I really want on to talk about Nephilim, and that's allegedly Dave. But
Yeah.
if that ain't gonna happen, I want somebody on to talk about Nephilim. That would be fun to me.
Yeah, we had Raven on twice, and I don't even think we
Listen,
really touched base on it.
I love Raven. He's awesome, and he knows what the Nephilim are, and he knows how to spot it. But he ain't the dude to talk to about Nephilim, like the story of Nephilim, how they
The
came to
background,
be,
yes.
what the fallen angels and the how it happened and all that. So, yeah,
I got one more if you guys are down. It's a quickie.
Oh, well, we know you're familiar with those, so let's go over.
I openly
Zings.
accept
I
that.
know. Come on, man. You threw it up. That was a layup. You let me do it. Thank you.
It's true. It's true.
All right. So share
you guys
your
are gonna
screen
love this.
again.
It's a quick laugh. Yeah.
All right. Let's do
should be
this.
still sharing. You ready?
Yep. Let's go.
Difference looks like from this distance. You can also
Already
note that
his
from
voice
perspective,
looks
Pit
like.
Gaspard seems to be the same sort of height as Rocheron and
Height?
significantly shorter than Grand Ferret.
Height isn't a word.
But Pit Gaspard is over 1,000 meters high.
I got to turn my mic off. I'm
now,
gonna laugh.
yes, it's further away, so you could argue it's perspective. But
Yeah.
perspective causes objects to shrink directly proportional to the change in distance.
Pause it,
i.e.,
please.
if you double the distance that an object
Since we already lost YouTube. If a woman has a penis, you could argue that it's a man. Yes, you fucking could. And yes, you could argue that it's perspective because that's exactly what it is. Holy crap.
Isn't it amazing?
There was too much mercury in his fish and chips. I don't know what. There's something going on here that I'm not cool with, man. No, I'm just kidding.
But it's perspective, isn't it?
All right, man. I want Dave Murphy on this show one day. Don't go too far, right?
What? Oh god, dude, that clip.
Oh, dude, that's one of my favorite episodes. It really
Death
is.
5 of the month
because it's
episode
just
5.
us kicking it. It's so good.
Oh, man, if anybody that's listening now has never gone back and seen that, maybe you got discouraged because it was a little slow to kick up steam. But once it started going, man, it's hands down, I think, my favorite one we ever did.
That one and the what was the US Ignite one has some goodies in it too.
Yeah, dude.
Alex Jones makes an appearance in that one.
He does.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it was this one. It was this one.
Oh, was
a little
it?
further.
Can you find
Yeah.
it? Can you find it? I want to stop by with our buddy Alex.
It was somewhere in there.
Are you sure?
Towards the end.
Oh, it was in there multiple times, but it was definitely almost right at the end. Also,
with Steven Seagal in there, you know.
Siegel.
Siegel, yeah, Steve Siegel.
Steve Siegel. I love
I
it.
want to think it's right here.
And tell you how to say it wrong. Most likely, it has to have multiple syllables though.
An example.
I never even got to do this. That wasn't a bad one. That was
I'm
almost
glad
easy, but you stopped on this.
Example?
You give me one example, and I tell you. No. I don't know. Man. Hold on. Pause it, Bill. Pause it. So I lived in Vegas for a couple years, and I worked at a legal newspaper, which no one knows what that is. Don't worry about what it is. But it was right in downtown Vegas, old Las Vegas. And there was I can't even do this. There was people there who ordered from this sandwich shop called Simpo Sandwich, Simpo. And we always used to order it, and I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." But then it started getting to where, like, when you get it, like, because they'd messed, not the restaurant's fault, but because the people ordering messed up. By the time I got lunch, it was like soggy. I was like, "Screw this, I'm gonna go in." I walk in, and it never clicked. It was all Asian people, and they said, "Welcome to Simpo Sandwich." And I was like, "Oh, simple." Simple. Yeah, yes, it's simple.
Oh, so simple.
Oh, sorry, I messed up your whole thing.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. I mean, yeah, they gotta go watch it. It's
It's a good one. No, it's good. You got to watch it. But we were also talking about, and I can't even think. Whenever I'm put on the spot, I can't think of any. But we were talking about how when people put emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it irks me. And off the top of my head, I can't think of any. But I can do it. Like, okay, someone was like, "Oh, I just took a trip to Alabama." Like, it's not Alabama, it's Alabama. Like, you said it
or
wrong.
Alabama.
Yeah, or
Florida.
Alabama or Alabama. Like, no.
When my wife says GPS, she says GPS.
Oh, I'd fucking slap her. No, I'm just kidding.
Like,
I'm just
every
kidding.
time GPS. And I'm like, why are you?
Oh, you know what else annoys the crap out of me is when people say ATM machine.
ATM machine.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Because ATM stands for automated teller machine. So you're saying ATM machine. You're saying automated teller machine. Or VIN number. VIN stands for vehicle identification number. So you're saying, "Oh, can you give me the vehicle identification number, please?" Like, it's little things that just make me want to, like, break a bottle and cut somebody. I don't know. I shouldn't want to, and I never would, but that's what goes through my head.
What if I called it an AT machine?
I guess you
go with that.
At first, I would be like, "What a fucking oh yeah, he down. All right." That's how it would go.
You didn't break any rules there.
Because of my programming, it would sound wrong. But you could also just say ATM. You could do that.
You could do that.
Or you could say, "Can you just give me the VIN?"
I like to be cool like that, though. You know.
I'm sure you
AT
do.
machine. You watch, dude. A couple years from now, everyone's gonna be calling it AT machine.
It started here. You heard it here first.
But you buy Bitcoin there. You buy Bitcoin. No cashless society will be implemented by then. So
it's gonna be the BT.
They'll call it
machine.
something else, dude. Yeah, it's over.
Can
My
we
dreams
make
are
like
crushed
the Klaus
Never
coin?
Klaus coin?
Can we create our own, or the I don't even know, like the Schwab shekel? Would that work?
Dude, I bet that'd do pretty good. You just got to have like some catchy marketing. That's all it's
over
about.
there. You think it'd do good over there?
Over where?
Over there.
I don't know
where there's shekels.
I don't know where there is, Bill. Can you be more specific?
Don't they just live in caves over there, though? I don't think they have like electricity and stuff.
Wow. How the hell could a dude without electricity take down 4 buildings in one day and crash a plane that disappeared into the Pentagon? You tell me that if they don't have electricity, bro.
It's Nephilim shit, man. Maybe you should ask Raven.
No, that's
the other
CIA
guy
shit.
you were talking about.
That's what that is.
Oh, I thought that was us.
Thanks for blowing up our spot. So I don't know. Does anybody have any other clips? I don't know, or anything else you can think of. This will be the last. Merry Christmas. This will be the last episode of the year, you guys. We
I
never
know.
even thought we would make it past a few episodes. Here we are. This will be
We're
like
still going.
18, 19, whatever teen. I don't know.
This one's gonna
11
be
teen.
tip top.
Merry Christmas, everybody. By the way,
Merry
you know
Christmas.
what?
Merry
Fuck
Christmas.
that Happy Holidays bullshit. It's Merry Christmas. You notice that everyone's like Merry Christmas in these days?
Oh, they
Years
did.
ago, it was always
Actually,
Happy Holidays,
it's
dude. But this year,
always-
it's Merry Christmas.
I
Everyone.
100%. I can't say everyone, but it's always been. Well, not always. It was always Merry Christmas, and then the last 10 years, people started being before woke was a thing. Woke,
Yes.
saying Happy Holidays, which always bummed me out because like.
That's the only thing that Obama gave us was
All-
Happy Holidays.
All that tells me is.
And
herpes. And herpes. But so I don't even remember what the hell I was saying. I got distracted by
good line.
Obama's herpes. I don't know.
Shouts out to Big Mike.
What up? Dude, I'll say it here first. I played football with him in high school. No, I'm kidding. He's like 15 years older than me. It's cool. But
I would say he was definitely the wide receiver, wasn't he?
Heyo.
I think he used to be.
He's the girthy receiver.
I will say this: like, you guys can say whatever you want about Michelle Obama, our beautiful first lady, but she is the only first lady who has ever been a first lady and a cock ring model, and you can never take that away from her. Okay.
Where did this go?
That's right.
It went off the
That's
deep
right.
What's the time for that edit?
I know. I think we should probably wrap it up. We just wanted to go over some stuff for the year, you know? Like,
Oh man. And it wouldn't be without the technical difficulties and all the
that's
joys
what makes it
of
fun.
doing podcasts. I know it does.
That's
really
what makes
does.
it us. Someday
Dude,
we'll
it's
be
been
streaming,
so
but
good, man.
we're
It's
new
been
at
so
this.
good.
Just-
There's so many people that we miss. So if we missed you on here, don't be offended. You know,
Dude, I
we some
had
technical
other clips
difficulties.
and I had other ideas,
Let
and
us
I was
know
like,
in the comment.
we can't.
Yeah. Give a shout out to Phantom.
Oh yeah, for
He
sure.
said some cool stuff about us. Love Phantom.
Whoa,
Who else
bro.
can we-
Whoa. Listen. You need.
He called us his homies.
I know you're from like the fucking Midwest and shit, but we're gonna have to teach you some shit.
Etiquette.
Listen.
Etiquette.
You don't say shout out to this dude because he said some cool stuff about us. You say shout out to this dude because he's fucking awesome. Oh, and by the way, he said some cool shit about us.
We're all learning here, you know.
Yes,
I mean,
you have
like you,
yes,
you
you have
highlighted
work.
many times during this show tonight.
Just
Thanks,
We're
bro.
amateurs
Like
here,
26
man.
minutes
I'm
I just
just-
thought he'd be happy that we brought his name up and we remembered him.
I'm just
Thanks,
fucking
thanks
with
for saying
you.
all that awesome stuff, Phantom.
Roof.
We really
Roof
yeah,
Biscuit had his
I
own
wanted
show.
to say
but-
thank you
Yeah.
for saying that.
Yeah,
stuff,
well,
you know?
get it right next time,
Not
bro.
because
No.
he said that stuff.
But,
You know
yeah,
what
but, I mean,
episode-
words.
Everybody's been awesome. Robert Treat, which we played
Everybody.
a clip from, but Teddy Bass, he was fucking cool. We had
so cool. He blew my mind, man.
Unbridled Minds, fucking
Yes,
John
Mr. Clark.
John Solo, 17.
sir.
Check him out on Twitter. He was awesome. Dave Weiss, which we talked about, and obviously
Chief
Sacred
Loeb.
and Proud, and all the level heads. They're everything. We mentioned Raven
Everybody
a few
that popped
times.
in on the part 1 and part 2, the free for alls,
And,
right?
like,
Everybody that showed up.
Honestly, so Biff Don, I wanted to clip his whole fucking episode and go
I
over
know.
it. And I was like,
know.
we can't do that. We can't do that. And then we went over some dark shit with Angela. You know, that was cool. And then Matt Rife blew my brain
Came in
open.
hard, dude.
And
I
I will
know.
say,
Good way to end the year, man.
it was,
Yeah,
well,
for sure.
Caleb after that. But with Matt Rife, I will say I look up to him and what he's doing, and I hope it goes awesome. And all besides that, all of the fangirl shit, he's just like, he's a dude I could have a beer with. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Talking to him is just like talking to an old friend you went to high school with that you haven't seen in a few years, and you're catching up. Like, it's awesome. He's just a good dude. He's cool. I like him. I like him a lot.
Like him a lot.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's been cool, man, and it's been really cool to sit down, and I feel like we can say that about a lot of our guests, man.
All of
you
them.
got this
I mean,
picture of people before you talk to them, and then you sit down, and everyone's just a normal dude, just like us.
Yeah,
And we're just
and we're
fucking
and
sticking to our
dudette.
lives.
And
We're
dudette.
trying to figure shit out. Dudettes, more
Dudettes
dudettes
too.
in the future. I
Angela.
feel.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna
Love to have
dudette
some more
soon.
dudettes on.
We're gonna have that dudette soon that you talked about. We're not gonna say anything yet, but we're gonna have her. We're gonna have.
Very much looking forward to that.
2024 is gonna be an amazing year, and even though we stay away from it for the most part, it's 2024. It's an election year. We're gonna be talking about what's going on.
Plenty to make fun of.
Show.
Right.
We're gonna have plenty of people on. We're gonna get some popcorn.
We're gonna have Donald on.
Oh yeah, DJ T's coming through.
The duck.
DT.
Yeah.
The duck.
The
Okay.
The duck.
Cool. As long as we're cool on that.
D Trump.
D Trump. So I'm just gonna say, since
JFK Jr. coming,
I'm not gonna go post it on Twitter. I'm just gonna tell you guys. I sent Bill the other day a thing with. So I was watching Home Alone 2 with my wife, and I was like, "Oh, this is the one Donald Trump's in. That's crazy." And like 30 seconds after I thought that in my head, it was the part where they were getting to the airport. So right in the beginning of the movie. And I'm listening, and they're like, "Oh, what gate is it? Oh, it's gate 17." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And they said it twice, and I was like, "Oh my god, are you kidding me? Come on!" Like, what are the odds? Come on, man.
Yeah, and then Donald Trump's not even in the movie anymore.
He's
What?
not. What happened?
Oh, he's kidding. I thought you
Mandela him out of there.
They Mandela him out.
He was never there.
I wish there was
We're on
somebody
totally
who was
different
like an
timelines right now,
expert
bro.
on Mandela. But I will say we're having somebody on about, Rufus hinted at it, we're going to have somebody about early in this year on about Tartaria. That's going to be awesome. That'll be a funnin'.
Very much looking forward to
There'll
that.
be a lot.
Dude, I could get a hold of a Mandela expert. I know a couple.
I mean,
they're like dominant names.
It'll
in the,
be
in the
awesome,
Mandela.
but how can you really be an expert if Mandela is true? Because if Mandela is true, you only got your perspective. And so
I'm working on
this is true. I mean, it's very, up to every individual.
I'd love to talk about it because there are ones I'm sure of. There are ones I have specific memories with my family of repeating the lines of stuff, of commercials of the product that doesn't say the same thing anymore. Like, nobody does it like Sara Lee. That's a huge one. I remember singing that with my mom, literally, like funny, because my mom was super into music. I was. So whenever a commercial had a jingle, we would because they play them all the time. And it never said doesn't. It never said that. That is not, it doesn't even sound right. It doesn't make sense. And there's a lot like that. So yes, I would love to have somebody on about that, but.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's why it's best to talk about these too, because with those, it's best to kind of find a consensus.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And see if everyone remembered it the same way. There've been some weird ones popping up lately though, and I think that they're just ramping up even more. So it'd be cool to catch up on any new ones or get some fresh ideas. I just saw the first time the other day. It was from E.T. It's E.T. home phone.
Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't know that one? Yeah, that's
no,
crazy.
I didn't know that one. What?
Yeah, he always said E.T. phone home. But in the defense again of that one, there are times in the movie where they do say E.T. phone home, and his voice is all crazy. So maybe you remember it the way when you could hear it correctly. I mean, I get both sides.
No.
I get the craziness. But I remember specifically him reaching out with his finger saying
I am your father.
I know, and that's been in many movies
dude.
after that. But we can't get into all this now. We can't get into all
let's
this.
not do it now, man.
There's too many.
Save them.
We gotta go. Death's gonna
So yeah, no, I would say
got a lot of work ahead of him.
I know.
I don't know. I got to rewatch ET after that.
I know.
I
yeah.
just saw the one little clip.
You know what? Screw ET.
Let's see if
Let's
there's anything.
watch Mac and Me. All right, watch Mac and
That's
Me.
a good one. That's a good one. Or was it Flight of the Navigator?
Oh, I love that one.
So good.
There's pedo
So
symbols in that one though, apparently.
Is there
but
really?
yeah, apparently the stairs going up on the spaceship have the triangle with concentric triangles. You know what I'm talking about.
on,
I know. I'll send it to you and show you. But so we should probably wrap this up, you guys. You know, like.
It's been fun.
It
man.
is,
Yeah,
and
it
we're going to
is.
wrap up a year, and it's been awesome. None of us expected to be here. Anyone who's still listening, thank you. The new year is going to bring a lot of cool stuff. So thank you, everybody. Everybody, you want to say anything before we go?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We love you
yeah.
guys.
Oh,
Appreciate
yeah.
the support.
It's Merry Christmas, and I never say this, but anyone, please share this, like, subscribe, do all that, because that's the only way we meet any new people and get new people to listen to stuff. So please do that. Even though I hate asking for it, I must. So
Get hot yes.
So
on
I
that
would
way.
say now, Death, fade it out.
Hey.
So yeah, everybody, it's been a great time. Thank you so much.
It's been a good
Love you
year, man.
guys. Yeah, it has.
Been really
So
good.
everybody, thank you so much. And we will say peace.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys.
Holy shit.